Okay, does anybody have any questions or anything that they need for us to look at? We can, you can hit share screen at the bottom, the little green box, and it will pop up your Word document or whatever you have on your screen. Logan, no, I don't know. She said that everybody had to record, but I think that just I can record it, and then I'm going to download it into a YouTube video, and then I'll send you all the link when we're done, and then you attach that to your documents. It might be easier. I'm trying to figure out how to unmute you all. You might have to do it yourself. I can't figure it out. Let me see. Okay, I see now. Oh, I thought I did. Okay. Okay, I think I have everybody's mics on right now, so we can all talk. Okay, let's see. Angelica's. Okay, Angelica, yours is on now too. Does anybody want to share their document?
I have a question. I don't see in any way that I can like upload mine. Can't even see like the chat.
You can't see the chat? Okay. Take your mouse and kind of scroll around at the bottom and see if the little bar pops up across the bottom that shows like share screen, chat, pause, record, or any of that stuff.
No, the only thing I can see is it says invite participants and the quality, and then it says leave meeting. But other than that, there's nothing else.
So there's no chat box. I don't know why. Was it like that when you met with Dr. Stone too?
I believe so. I know she's the one. I was looking at her screen.
Yeah.
So I never had to.
Let me hit share screen. Well, let's see. That's not what I was sharing, but okay, since this is all up here, I'll go ahead and share mine and then we'll see. Can you see at the top now on my share screen where it says manage participant, share screen, pause, any of that stuff?
No, I can just, it just says you're viewing, you know, your screen.
I don't know where your button is. I'm not sure. This is kind of new technology to me too.
So is everybody on computer, or is some of us on mobile and some of us on computer?
I'm on a computer.
And I'm on my computer, but I'm thinking maybe if some of us have mobile devices, it might look different.
It may.
Yeah, I'm on my computer as well.
Okay.
Do you have a button that says more?
Nope.
No. Well, we'll just keep your mic on, and then you won't even have to worry about the chat box.
Okay.
Since I have mine up here, I'll go ahead and see. I had a few questions about how you guys did your. This is one of mine. The time. All right, when she had her last meeting, she had put in like in red before, during, and after. Did y'all include that in yours, or did you take it out, or?
I took mine.
I put in the before, during, and after since she had put it in hers, separated it like that.
Uh-huh.
So I put it into mine since that's the way Dr. Stone had it in hers.
That's what I was thinking too. Since it was in hers, I couldn't decide whether to take it out. She meant for us to take it out or leave it in there since it was in that other one. So I've just decided to leave it. And let's see, the other question I had, when you did yours, she had on hers, on that example, like the extensions.
Right. And I didn't put extensions like this. I put the extensions in the extension box that's in the lesson plan.
Yeah, I just repeated mine. That's how I had it before.
I didn't put it in there twice because it just makes the document a whole lot longer.
I agree.
So, and then up where you had, I think individual, I put C, independent practice, because like my individual and independent practice is the same.
Uh-huh.
So right there where yours says individual activity, and check for knowledge, mine says C, independent practice below.
Okay.
But I mean, I wouldn't go changing a whole lot of stuff just because it, made the document longer.
It did. I copied him after I heard hers.
Yeah.
What she did and went back and looked, I just copied and pasted that stuff up there because I weren't sure. It's kind of redundant repeating it, but that's what I was wondering if y'all did that. If you followed her example or did you not? I can't decide.
Yeah, I agree. I put the extensions just in the extension
box.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go take those out because, like you said, it makes it so much longer. Let's see. And how about the assessment? Did y'all put it at the end of your lesson plan, or did you do it on a separate document?
I am doing mine in a separate document because this assessment is like in a landscape format.
Yeah, and it wouldn't fit.
The document is a portrait format, and it wouldn't fit, so I'm doing two separate documents.
Yeah, I had to shrink mine up to get it to, and as you can see how little the writing is, had to kind of shrink it up because it was in landscape to get it to fit. Let's see. I think that's everything I wanted to ask anybody about. Misty, I don't know if you can hear me or not. This is the same one I sent you. I've made some to your email. I made a few changes, but that was just where I had copied and pasted this stuff back into, whoops, where'd I go? Right here where I copied and pasted like the extensions back into this part. But basically, I think I'm just going to leave mine. I'll take that stuff probably out and leave it like it is. She didn't seem to be too picky about the assessment, and that's what I was worried the most if that was right. But anyway, okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen so somebody else can share.
Well, I can't share my screen, but I do have a question. In the first couple of, I guess, YouTube videos that Dr. Stone had posted on the time allotted, she was saying for like the focus and review to actually put a time there, and then a couple of the other ones as well. But then I noticed in the example that she had posted, they all say, NA, like I saw yours, Jessica. So I don't know if I should just put the time for all the teacher input lessons, like how she has it, or if I should leave it the first way.
I don't know. I put NA up there because I had included that like 5-minute intro into the actual lesson plan time. So I didn't put a time up there. I just put NA because I felt like it weren't asking. It was more about the focus, wanted to know the focus, not what you were saying, I guess is how I felt about it. So I didn't put any time in the top box. I saved it all for lesson plan.
And then for like the introduction statement of today's objectives, did you put any time there, or the same thing? It's just all in the teacher input.
Yeah, I just put it in the teacher input. I don't know if that's right, but that's what I did.
I see. I did do the times. I can show you what mine looks like.
Yeah, can you share yours?
The thing about it is with the, let me get to, where is mine? All right, so this is like my first one. You see here, I put the 5 minutes here for the focus and review. So that's time that's not included in my main lesson plan, and then essential question, 3 minutes for my essential question, and that's also time that's not included in my main down here.
So I saw for the top you have the time allotted, or like the block period.
Right, which is the 90 minutes that she said. So this 5 minutes is part of the 90 minutes. This 3 minutes is part of the 90 minutes. And then when it gets down into the main teaching part, like right here where it says activating prior knowledge, I put the above because that's the focus and review above. And then this introduction of new material is 3 minutes. So.
Okay, but it all did add up to 90 minutes?
Yes, all the way down. If you go all the way down this document, everything adds up to.
Okay, because that's how I did mine. Different for the time allotted. I actually did put, like a couple minutes and zeros in some places where she had originally said 0. Yep. But that's how I have mine as well.
Yep. And see, I put zeros instead of NA too. So when I was trying to debate as to whether or not I wanted to go back and change those. So, and I'm still trying to go back through mine and decide, make sure I have all my supplies taken care of and that kind of thing, because when I get in a hurry, I kind of overlook things. So, but that's how I did mine. And again, when it comes to lesson plan,
So for the block period, we have to put 90 minutes?
Yeah. She said at the top. Let me see if I can do it again. Let's see.
I just put like first period, 4th grade, but.
That's what I thought. I mean, it says block or period. She said you probably for yours, since it's the 4th grade, you probably could leave it that way. I think when she was talking about the 90 minutes was when she was doing one for like kindergarten, English language arts, since they don't have particular blocks. They just have like a time frame that they put in. But if 4th grade is like an actual block, well, like our 4th grade is, we have 1st, 2nd, 3rd block for 4th graders. So.
I'll just email her about it.
Yeah. As long as you have something filled in, I don't think she would be real picky. Misty, did you have anything you needed us to look at?
She still has her mic muted.
Yeah, her mic's muted. Let me see if I can unmute her. Misty, it won't let me unmute you. You're probably gonna. Okay. All right. Does anybody else needed any kind of help with anything from any of us? Oh, Misty, I am too. I keep going back, and after Thursday night's meeting, I've changed several things, and I'm still fixing. Let me see. There's 5 of us here. I'm not sure if that link she posted worked. So I tried to send an email right before we started to the other participants in case her link wouldn't work. So but they're not in the group, so I'm not sure.
The link did work because that's the one I clicked is through the Moodle course.
the link that she posted is the one you clicked?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I did
that
too.
works. Okay, good. All right. Is that anybody else?
On the assessment part, are y'all pretty much just copying what you already have in your lesson plan and pasting it into the assessment?
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Me
Okay.
too. Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to check and see.
Yeah, like I said, she didn't seem real, particular with her. She just copied and pasted. She didn't add any, extra stuff, and that's just kind of how I did mine, just basic by the lesson plan. So.
Okay.
How about, has anybody done their summative, other than the project, a summative assessment lesson plan yet?
I did.
What did you use, or what grade are you doing?
Kindergarten.
I am too. What did you use for your summative?
Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. All of my lessons are on character, setting, and main events.
Uh-huh.
So let me see let me find which one has the summative assessment in it.
I know she mentioned that a rubric on one of her, one of the meetings we did, that I think she said we could use the rubric as a summative assessment. That's what I used, but I didn't know if anybody else remembered if she said what she said about, using a summative for kindergarten, because they don't actually take a test.
Right. So, and I didn't. I used, which now that it's all together in one document. Aha. All right, let me go to this.
So when we turn this in, are we going to have to put all the lesson plans together in one document?
I have put all mine together in one document for turning it in, so I'm not turning in 8 different things.
I did the same. I included all of mine in one document.
All right, so this is where my summative assessment is, and this summative assessment is where I would read an unfamiliar story. It would be the smelly socks, and the students will have a piece of paper divided in half, and they have to choose 2 settings from that story, and then they have to be able to tell me what it is.
Okay, so like a work sample.
Right.
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, I like that idea. Maybe like I said, I couldn't think of a summative assessment to do, to have a tangible. For what I'm doing is like the parts of a book, author, illustrator, and their relationship to the books and all that stuff. So I was trying to think of. So I had done like a rubric of if they could answer the questions, but I like the work sample idea too.
Now, I was wondering if everybody had put anchor standard on their standards, because I did not put that anchor standard. I put the standard in here and not the anchor part, because the anchor part is it says CCR. Anywhere it says CCR, that's college and career ready.
Right.
Which is not the same thing as North Carolina course of study.
No, it's
it aligns with North Carolina course of study, but
it doesn't. Yeah, but
the North Carolina standard is under the CCR.
Yeah, it is. I put both because that's what she said on hers. But originally, I went back and did all that and found them all and put them in there.
Yeah.
After I saw hers, but originally I only had the standard because, like you said, the CCR is also a generalized, and I was just pulling pieces, a particular point standard instead of a general. The CCR is real vague. So,
right.
And it sounds like it includes a lot more than what my objectives were. So.
And just in case anybody didn't know, if you click on the one that says extensions or extended standards, That's for ECP students. So if it says extended standards, that's standards for ECP students.
Right. And that's for anybody that's, I don't think we have any special education in our pod. And you can also open the unpacking documents.
Yes.
Everybody knows that, and it gives you more detail, and that helps write lesson plans.
Which is especially helpful in math if you're doing lesson plans in math.
Yes. Anyways, anybody else? Let's see. We've talked to Logan, Angelica, Angel. Who else was on? Just Misty. That's it. Does anybody else need anything?
Not that I think of. I can't share my lesson plans, but I'm good on them. I don't really have any questions.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess if that's it, I'm going to end the recording. And then I am going to, it takes a while to download it into the right file format for it to go into YouTube. So I will try to get it all done and emailed to you tonight. It may be God knows what time, but I will get it all in email. So be on the lookout for that.
All right,
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
So when we turn all this in, we have to include this pod name, correct?
Yeah, the pod link
Just, she said,
to
I
the
think,
YouTube video.
Okay, just making sure.
Yep, I'll send a link to the video, and then you just go in and copy and paste it. She didn't specify where she wanted that at on her. I don't know if she wants it at the beginning or the end. I can't remember where she said. But I may not be able to make tomorrow night's meeting with her. If y'all remember, if you don't mind, ask her, and then I'll listen to her meeting. If somebody wants to ask her to clarify where she wants that included.
All right.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Jessica.